Alright, in this Explorer, let's walk through how to generate your visualization story using Microsoft Copilot. We'll start by going to copilot.microsoft.com. When you're ready, you'll see a familiar prompt. Hey, how can I help? This is where the journey begins, but to get a good story, you need a strong prompt. Here's an example using the RCTF framework: role, context, task, and format. Let's say the habit is meditation. Here's the prompt that you'll use. I already meditate, so let's say I'm making this recommendation for my friend Simon. You are a creative writing coach and expert at mental visualizing. Simon is starting a new habit of meditation, and we want to craft potential future scenarios if Simon keeps the habit. Write a fictional short story about Simon to show how life could transform at 1 month, 1 year, and 5 years. Use vivid sensory details and emotional insights. This gives Copilot everything it needs: the role it's playing, the context for the request, the task it's performing, and the format you want to answer it in. Go ahead and try this with your own habit and follow along with mine. Here's what Copilot generated for Simon at the 1 month mark.
1 month. Simon sat cross-legged on a plush, blue cushion in his living room. A space now subtly transformed by the addition of a small altar with a flickering candle, a bowl of water, and a sprig of lavender. The first tendrils of dawn filtered through the window, casting a gentle glow across his face. As he closed his eyes and began to focus on his breath, he felt the familiar wave of calm settle over him. It had been a month since he began his daily meditation practice, and the effects were already evident. His mind, once a chaotic storm of thoughts and worries, had begun to resemble a tranquil pond. With each inhale, he could feel his body relaxing, tension melting away like ice under the warm sun. With each exhale, he released the stress of his daily life, feeling lighter, more centered. Emotionally, Simon found himself more resilient. He noticed that situations which once triggered anxiety now only elicited a mild concern. The small joys in life, the taste of his morning coffee, the sound of birds singing, the warmth of a friend's smile, seemed more vivid and precious.
Let's say I want the story to sound more natural, and I want Simon to be referred to with the gender-neutral language. I can follow up with something like, Simon is gender neutral and some of the vocabulary is a little advanced for my level. Can you write this at a high school level? The AI will take the feedback and return a simplified version that still captures the core vision, just in a more accessible way. This kind of feedback loop is key. You're not just taking what the AI gives you, you're shaping it into something useful that is your own. Here's what Copilot gives me for the 1-year vision after refinement.
1 year. Simon's living room had become a peaceful place. Soft, earthy colors were on the walls, and the smell of essential oils filled the air. The small table had more items now, like crystals and incense. They had bought a comfy meditation chair, which they sat in every morning with excitement. Their life had changed a lot. Meditation had become their anchor, a steady force in the ups and downs of life. Their mind, once full of overthinking, now had a surprising clarity. They made decisions with confidence, trusting their instincts and inner wisdom. Emotionally, Simon felt very content. They had learned to appreciate the present moment, welcoming each day with an open heart. Relationships that were once difficult were now full of understanding and compassion. Friends and family noticed the change, often commenting on Simon's new calmness and presence.
The details here are grounded and believable, and the emotional growth is clear. Simon is more confident, more present, and better connected to others. If I want more realism or less metaphor, I can ask for that too. The more specific I get in my edits, the more useful the output becomes.